Okay, so we're back, and now we're going to actually do that upgrade so you can kind of see what you're working with here. So the most important tool for anybody on Workspace ONE now is Winstp for a lot of their stuff. So remember, with a VIDM, you have to use SSH user. You can't use root or you'll end up blocking yourself out trying to get it on. So we log in, SSH user, and I'm going to send you a link to this, and I'll show you exactly where the file is. So in order to do the upgrade, there's one file that's required to be there. And we're going to upload that file. It's called dual boot update tar.gz. We're going to upload that right to the root folder, except we can't because we are not root. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually upload it to temp, and then we'll copy it over. So it's going to upload that file over there. We'll just pause while this upload finishes. Okay, so now it's been copied over. So we gotta move it. Now we gotta move it. All the documentation says basically that the best place to have this thing is in root. So we're gonna move it. So we're gonna move that to. So we move that to root. We get that done. And now the next thing is we're gonna go to the installer. And there are other places that you could have tried. Like I tried copying this file to the DB share or to the Horizon, and it just does not go. So I kind of gave up on all that. So we won't waste any more time with that kind of deal. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the Horizon Update Manager. Let's see if I can actually remember the command correctly. Yep. So the first thing you do is you update the installer itself. And then once you've done that, you're going to check to see what's available for updates. Remember, don't forget it points out there that if you're using Horizon, thin apps, that kind of stuff, you have to run your connector on 19.03. Not a big deal. We're all good. So you can see here it says we do have an upgrade. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the update. Yes, we want to proceed. So it's going to do some stuff here. Obviously it's a test lab and it's up KDC, so you have that. Now it wants to know where that file is. You'll notice that it kind of hints that it should be there at the root, and we're going to point to it. And now it's going to untar that dual boot file. We'll pause that for a second. So you can see that's done, and now it's starting to do the install. It talks about, you can see here, it's talking about how it's installing the new version of Access. So you can see here is that it finishes that install, and now you're gonna get stuck in this little place for a while. Don't let it drive you too crazy, but it's gonna happen. So you can see here we're finally making some progress. Now you can see here what it's doing is it's starting that upgrade to Photon Os. So you can see here now we're kind of moving along here. It's completed all its stuff, it's doing some checks, and it's starting to do that whole upgrade process for you, which is great. So you see here it's gonna go through a bunch of install stuff, doing this, doing that, and so we'll pause here until it's ready. So you can see here it's continuing to plug along. That I would unpause to show you kind of what it's doing. You're seeing, you can obviously see how it's copying over some stuff, which is part of that zip file that you already uploaded. And so just give you an idea of what's going on. Should be done very shortly. You can see here we're getting pretty close. Now it's just updating some stuff. You can see here it's coming down to the very end. Should be done in just a second. And with that, you can see we're done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a reboot. Once it comes back up, we will take a look and see and confirm we're on the right version. Everything's good to go. Look at that. We can see Photon 3.0. So the last thing before we're done here is we're just going to run a simple command and confirm that that version is updated. And there you go. We're on 20.10.01.